Put a pan on the scale, add white sugar until it reaches 8 pounds. Then add brown sugar until the scale reaches 10 pounds. Add flour until the scale reaches 11.5 pounds. Put in coconut until the scale reads 12 pounds. Put another pan on the scale.
Flour,
and fill
white
with
and brown
cakes.
sugar, and coconut go into one of the baking recipes of Cornelia Alabama Marshall, Bama to her family and friends. Her pies were so mouth-watering and so well-known that people lined up around the block at a local soda fountain for a single slice. Those pies became the foundation of the little business that Bama started in her kitchen with her husband in 1927. In 1937, Bama's son Paul and his wife Lila moved the business from Dallas, Texas to Tulsa, Oklahoma. The business that has since grown through 3 generations into an organization that Bama would have found hard to imagine.
5 bottles of sweet milk and 2 pounds of pecans. Signed, Mrs. Marshall.
The first thing we evaluate is the crunch, the delicious crunch as we cut it.
Very crispy.
Very.
Really nice texture.
I give it a 3 out of 3. The color is good.
Yet Cornelia Alabama Marshall's spirit and her name live on here at the Bama Companies Incorporated. At 4 production facilities in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and now 2 in Beijing, China, its 1,024 employees bake biscuits, pizza crusts, a wide variety of frozen dough products, and of course, pies. Many pies. More pies in one day than Bama Marshall could have baked in a lifetime.
I have very remote memories of my grandmother. I was only 6 years old when she died, so I remember being at her house in Dallas. I remember, her cooking. She loved to cook for her family. There were 7 kids, and there were, multiples of grandchildren. So every time I was there was a lot of people there, and I just remember a very strong sense of family.
That very strong sense of family still exists, linking Bama employees together with strong bonds of mutual responsibility. Today's company also inherited Bama Marshall's innate sense of quality. Her granddaughter remembers what happened when her father, Bama's son Paul Marshall, proudly told his mother how he had saved some money by substituting in one of her recipes starch for real eggs.
And she promptly picked up the pan that the eggs were sitting in and hit him over the head with it. And said, don't ever change the recipes. Don't ever make a substitution like that, because you might save some money on the short end, but on the far end, you're going to lose a lot of customers.
This deeply rooted, all-encompassing commitment to quality and to its customers earned Bama the 2004 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award. The Bama Companies Incorporated is an innovative manufacturer of handheld pies, biscuits, pizza crust, and many other bakery products for customers that include the #1 hamburger, pizza, Mexican, and casual dining chains, and the #1 retailer in the world. And the world is Bama's horizon. In 1993, the company opened a production facility in China, supplying one of its major customers in this huge emerging market.
One of the things that the Baldrige process has sort of forced us to do over the years is look at our processes of how things get done. We've implemented vast tools for customer verbatims, where customers will tell us what they want exactly in their product line, and then those tools are used by our product design people, who then translate that into the production.
Wow. It is hot.
It's hot.
It's hot.
Listening to customers drives Bama's product development. Here at the 28,000 square foot Paul Marshall Tech Center, the staff includes food scientists, technicians, and chefs. Yes, real chefs. They develop new food products that are good to eat and good for you. Improving nutritional values and content are major goals here.
Good texture.
This is a cinnamon raisin biscuit, and it is a result of one of our meetings that we had last year with the customer, trying to provide an overall sweet goods strategy for their breakfast menu. So this is something that we worked on last year, and it's come
Using
out,
its
and I
Business
think that we have
Opportunity
actually
Management
to
process,
approach this
BOMP,
customer,
which helps to coordinate the activities required to get a product from the idea stage to market, Bama's sales per employee rose 9% between 2002 and 2003. Since 2000, sales per employee grew from $175,000 to $205,000. This exceeds a 2003 Industry Week benchmark by $40,000.
As it builds to be able, when it melts out, they want it to be completely ooey gooey. It covers the whole
So
product.
it wouldn't matter if we put it on a sheet or stripes from their standpoint.
This
As long as they have the
proactive
coverage.
approach to product development, combined with the fact that Bama has not raised prices for many popular products since 1996, makes the company a formidable competitor in the marketplace. Bama is gaining market share, and sales rates are growing faster than the rate of the restaurant industry. Sales from new and innovative products, as a percent of sales, have grown from less than 0.5% in 2000 to almost 25% in 2004. Sales from branded retail products have increased from $9 million in 2002 to $25 million in 2004. And wherever you look, you see people pursue Six Sigma quality. Do the pizza crusts measure up? Is a line running at 100% of performance expectations or a little less? They measure, weigh, test, taste everything all the time, making sure it's what their customers and their customers' customers want.
Well, our company's been customer focused for many years. That's one of the hallmarks, again, of my grandmother and my father, that you know, if you put the right product in front of the customer, you know, they'll take it from you, you won't have to sell it. And so that's been, you know, some of the values that we've developed over the years.
When you look at this change process, where do you think Bama's going to be most productive? When
Wherever
look
you
at
go
this
at
four
Bama, whoever you
different-
talk to,
or, know
you
what,
sense
I'm
that there's a
just
strong
gonna keep
culture
doing it the way
here
I've
that
always
supports
done
a
it.
company's values, its
Co-workers,
commitment to customers,
teammates,
and to
your
continuous
job is to
improvement.
facilitate
This culture
the
didn't
depth
just
and the
arise by
direction
accident.
of this purpose.
Bama calls
It's
it their
gonna be key
principle-centered
in our
Bama
success to
culture,
principle-centered
nurtures
Bama
it and
culture,
treasures it.
as well as
Based on the
high-performance
teachings of
work
Stephen
organization.
Covey, the
And our
noted
job is
author
to
of The
get
7
ourselves
Habits
to
of Highly
get
Effective
the teammates.
People, the PCBC underlies everything the company does.
To confront.
The employee's commitment to its guiding principles is reinforced in frequent and role-playing training sessions.
As you know, we just finished our PCBC scores for 2004. What kind of trends do you guys see here from last year that are kind of significant? Just like to get your feedback on that.
I think we do a fairly good job as far as our changeovers and things like that. Sometimes
PCBC is about integrity, it's about loyalty, but it's also about people helping others. And it's about respect for everyone in the organization for what they do, how they do it, no matter what level they're at. The outcome of that is a highly powerful, motivated workforce that comes to work every day looking for the best things that they can do for their individual, as an individual basis, as well as their fellow employee, which will just result in a high-performance work organization and the results that we need to be competitive in today's world.
And the company, in turn, reciprocates with a strong commitment to its employees, with a financial success sharing program, reimbursement for college tuition, paid time off for participation in community and charity activities, and generous support of their retirement nest eggs.
Now, why would that matter to me? You know, I don't care. You want to put money in your 401k, that's your decision. But to me, I care about them when they get to be 65 years old. I want them to have a retirement, a nest egg. One of my corporate measures is to look at how many people have 401k accounts, how many people are saving. And I've got a guy on one of my shipping docks that's been here for 20 years that saved $1 million in his 401k account. He's 40 years old. 15 years ago, he filed for personal bankruptcy. You know, I've asked him to go up to the break rooms and spend some time talking to our employees about the importance of saving and getting out of debt and looking at your expenses and trying to, you know, manage with what you have and those types of things. That's none of my concern, but it does. It matters to me. Those are the kinds of things that that matter to me. That if, you know, someone worked here for 20 years and they didn't have enough money to retire because we didn't help them, you know, I look at that as a failure of my leadership.
All this adds up to remarkable employee satisfaction and very low employee turnover, to very high productivity, and from there to customer satisfaction, customer loyalty, and to remarkable results. Total revenue grew from $123 million in 1999 to $211 million in 2004, in an industry relatively flat since 1999. Sales rose 72% between 1999 and 2004. Since 2001, success-sharing payments to employees for meeting certain performance measures have averaged around $3,000 a year per employee. Customer satisfaction by major national customers rose from 75% in 2001 to 100% in 2004, well above the industry benchmark of 85%. And what about the future? Where will the Bama companies go from here? Has their quality journey ended with the Baldrige Award?
We've gotten so many wonderful things out of this process that, you know, we don't want to lose the momentum, and we don't want to lose the properties, the things that we've gotten. So we will be continuing on.
It's been a long journey, from Cornelia, Alabama Marshall's kitchen stove to today's world-class company. And the journey continues. In a way, it's just begun. The Bama companies, with Paula Marshall Chapman at the helm, have laid out their future with relentless dedication and precision. Looking ahead at the next 5 years and beyond, they don't say if, they say when. When we receive our next Baldrige Award. When we're a billion-dollar company. And who would doubt them? Remember Bama Marshall's passion for doing things just so? Her steely determination to be the very best? Of delighting her customers? Remember her frying pan? Her spirit lives on in her granddaughter, in the company she leads, in the remarkable people of the Bama companies, and in their magnificent achievement, the 2004 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award. Cornelia, Alabama Marshall would be so proud.